We are cooking up some Southern cuisine, and we got a little international flair for you as well. We're going to tell you about a great opportunity. You can vote for Houston as the best food city in the South. And, you know, unlike some Southern cities that offer one specialty, Houston really has it all. We have a very diverse community, a very rich heritage. It's a melting pot of great food, no matter what you're craving. Our Hometown Friday takes place in the 4th Ward, and historically life there was marked by church gatherings. It has been home to a handful of groundbreaking pastors and congregations, some of which have since relocated. We have a look back, though, at the power of the cross in the community. To the immigration showdown, the controversial topic moves to the U.S. House now. The Senate passed historic legislation yesterday. It would offer the hope of citizenship to millions of undocumented immigrants living in this country right now. And as the vote was announced in Washington, a small group of undocumented immigrants cheered here in Houston. 5:53 now. So when it comes to salary, do you feel as if women have broken through the glass ceiling? And where's the best city to be a working woman? Fox Business reporter Jolene Kent is filling in for Lauren Simonetti this morning. Good morning, Jolene. We appreciate you being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so you're live in New York. I know it's very expensive to live there, and you're going to tell us about, how these cities measure up as far as the big fat salary for women, and how do they?
An elderly Fox 26 viewer needed our help after she paid for something that she never received.
And she called our consumer advocate, Emily Aiken, who not only managed to get her a refund, but also something else you can't survive a summer in Houston without. Most of the action here at the Royal Purple Raceway happens on the weekends, but you can't get the grand tour with all the crowd here. So we've got Seth Angel, the general manager, and we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look. Gentlemen, start your engines. Surf's up in the Woodlands. Of course, there isn't an ocean for miles, but that is not stopping Surfset, his latest fitness craze, taking over the Woodlands. A 45-minute workout where they tell me you can burn up to 900 calories in that 45 minutes. To be a Houston firefighter, you have to have the very best training, and to be a search and rescue dog, well, the rule is the same. We've got Jeff Murphy of the Canine Country Club explaining what it takes. If your dog is tinkling where he or she shouldn't be, we've got the dog trainer doing his business so he can help your dog with his. Time to talk Idol. We've got our second week, of course, the premiere of Idol last week. Tonight, starting at 7, 2 hours once again. And Ruben is here. He had the opportunity to talk to all of the Idol judges in Los Angeles. And today we're talking about Randy Jackson. We're asking the question this morning, why do women love cowboys? They've got dirt under their nails. They chew tobacco sometimes. They have the big belt buckles and the cowboy boots. A little restrictive, some might say. Am I burning more calories because it's so darn cold out here?
No.
Then why the heck am I out here? All right.
You burn calories when you move.
When you move. Okay, so I better keep going then. There's got to be something in the water here. The University of Houston Cougars are now joining a new sports conference. Fox 26 Sports Director Mark Berman confirmed today that the Cougs will move to the Big East Conference.
Me right there.
Miss Myrtle Ross stands in what was once BB Tabernacle Methodist Church in Houston's 4th Ward. Today, the historic brick building stands as a private residence. But then, more than 30 years ago, it was where life began and ended for so many.
In 1979, we did the 100 years. And this was the front steps. I got pictures of the children on this front step.
Miss Ross describes the community before its African-American residents were allowed to move throughout the city.
4th Ward was the only place that black people could stay when they came to Houston. You see, this street here, West Dallas, it used to be another street that ran out to River Oaks, so they changed the name to West Dallas because they didn't want it associated with River Oaks.
Miss Ross raised her 3 children with her late husband in this small shotgun home, still standing but in disrepair.
Everybody moved out because they wanted something better. And nobody, the ones that owned the property, didn't want to sell it to you. They just wanted to rent it to you. And so you got tired of renting and moved out to buy you something. But we all came back to our church.
Jose and Melissa are going to be live in the 4th Ward, uncovering some of the other unique treasures that many people may have missed, but boy, you need to know about if you live in the city of Houston.
Wednesdays by Bravo.
Top Chef is messing with Texas.
Well, you left something out, Top Chef. No Houston, anywhere on the menu. But we're not turkeys, and this time we're not going down without a fight. The Houston culinary scene is sizzling with a new competition, and you can cast your vote online now in the running for the best food city in the South.
Well, of course, we're the food capital of the United States.
That's the spirit. So what does Houston really taste like?
Like meat, patty, hot dog, chili cheese.
And you've eaten an entire one of these?
It hurts, but yes, I have.
No matter what's on the menu, you can bet that someone in Houston makes it the way your mama used to. From vintage Tex-Mex to come and get it Creole, authentic Chinese, and fresh Gulf seafood. Houston cuisine is just as diverse as the people who brought it here, and some of the recipes are older than Texas itself.
Fajitas and cow heads were among the cuts that the ranch hands got.
Please tell me you don't have any cow heads in any of the food.
Oh yeah, well hey look, cow heads are what we use these days to make barbacoa. So we'd love to have some cow heads around.
Nestled inside the Old Tower Theater on Westheimer, the special feature is vintage Tex-Mex, cooked up by co-owner Rob Walsh, straight from the Tejano table and served up with lots of chili con carne.
We have some dishes in Tex-Mex, nachos, fajitas, chili con carne, frozen margaritas. Those were all invented here in Texas, or at least very close to Texas on the other side of the border. You don't get those things when you eat interior Mexican food in Mexico City.
I don't know what it is that they put in there, but it's amazing.
Haven chef Randy Evans thinks he knows the secret to Houston's savory success.
You know, we've always been that Gulf Coast city where it's all about what's coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, those Creole flavors. After Katrina, we certainly became home for many New Orleanians and people from Louisiana, Mississippi, Gulf Coast area.
Food, glorious food, we're anxious to try it.
I think it's important for people to know how good Houston is. We all know that here. We live here, we're our biggest fans, but people outside of Houston, they just think that we're oil, space, barbecue, and Tex-Mex, which we're all really good at, but there's so much more that Houston has to offer.